Hi, I'm Animons. Welcome to this video. This is awkward. Let's just get started. Let's talk Dandadan. I know I made a video before talking a little bit about Dandadan and my totally healthy, not obsessive love for the series. But this video, I actually want to talk about a thought that occurred to me a little while back, and I wanted to share it with you all. To be clear, this is not a prediction video. I am not saying this is definitely going to happen, or could potentially happen, or is even slightly possible of happening. But I think it would be very cool if this did happen, and would not only tie the story really well to past events, but also give us some more insight into some of the most beloved characters in this series. I'm going to be making some assumptions since obviously there's a lot of questions up in the air right now, and a lot of information we don't really know yet. Just keep in mind, guys, that this is all for fun. If I get things wrong, I'm not perfect. I'm just doing this because I love this series, and I thought it would be fun to make a video and talk about it and speculate about the future of the series. So let's just all stay in good spirits and have fun with it, okay?
Spoiler warning.
I will be talking about where the series is currently at in the manga, and I'll be jumping around to different moments throughout the series. So if you don't want to be spoiled, go catch up to the manga first, and then come back. You have 48 hours. So, you're probably thinking, what the heck am I talking about? Well, first we gotta get up to speed on where we are currently in the manga. Alright, so we got our girl Ira, and Turtle's Got Talent over there, and they're currently duking it out with some headless basketball players in the school gym. Hang on. Is there a new chapter today? Okay, I'm back. Alright, so apparently the pygmy girl is able to summon a swarm of flies with her killer piano skills, and we have a creepy gym teacher harassing a girl in a bunny costume. Great. Anyways. So while the girls are playing basketball in the gym, Okarun and Sakata are outside facing some trouble of their own, while Momo's out trying to get herself back to her regular size. Cause remember, she's tiny. So obviously right now we're still with Ira and waiting to see how they're gonna deal with the creepy gym teacher, but eventually we'll get back to Okarun and Momo. Now Okarun's situation is interesting because as of now, we know Turbo Granny is gone and he no longer has her powers. Right? Well, as it stands right now, it's a bit unclear. As we saw in chapter 167, Okarun notices he's suddenly a lot more physically fit than he used to be, even outperforming one of the most athletic guys in the class. He's faster, stronger, and more agile than ever before, and he acknowledges this. Now, is this a result of all the training he's done ever since he got Turbo Granny's powers? Or could it be that a small portion of her powers still linger within him? For now, it's unclear what's going on with Okarun's body. Could be all that running from yokai and aliens and kicking their paranormal booties beefed up his regular body more than he thought. Or there could be some underlying after effects of having Turbo Granny's powers to begin with. Or maybe a combination of both. We can't really know for sure right now. The point is, as far as we know, Okarun doesn't have yokai powers anymore, and he's about to face off against some crazy looking guys. So how's he gonna survive this fight? Well, right now he's with Sakata, and he has his Mighty Morphin nanotechnology. So I'm sure that'll play a big role in this fight, and Sakata might even end up saving Okarun. That or it's for real that Okarun still has some supernatural abilities left over from Turbo Granny. But I'm gonna stick with that he doesn't have yokai powers anymore, because that fact plays a crucial role in the scenario I'm about to present to you. So for now, Okarun is just a regular human. So, I don't think that this fight is gonna be that detrimental to our main protagonists, and it'll probably just be your typical, they're so strong, how do we beat them? Some shenanigans ensue. Hooray, we beat them despite the sheer Hooray, we beat them despite the sheer statistical improbabilities. And anywho, they need to save their big boss battle for what seems to be the mastermind behind all this craziness, and this is where my scenario comes into play. I don't know if for sure the gang is gonna face off against Saint Germain anytime soon. I'm guessing they might have a face off with him and realize he's the big bad, and then try to stop him, but they can't yet. If that's the case, this face-off will likely start out with everyone who's present at the school right now, meaning Okarun, Sakata, Ira, Teenage Mutant Turtle Idol, and When Pygmies Fly. I don't know if I'm missing anyone, there's so many characters being thrown at us left and right, it's insane. But anywho, they're gonna face off against Germain first, because remember, Momo's still trying to get herself back to normal. Some fighting will ensue, and it's a tough battle. All hope seems lost, until cue the victory horns, because Momo is back, and she's back to her normal size. So now we have Momo, Grandma Seiko, Princess Unibrow, Gigi, and Umbrella Boy. Phew, I think that's everyone. So now the real battle begins, except it doesn't because they realize they're still outmatched. The battling goes on for a bit as it builds up to the climax, which I imagine at this point Saint Germain will launch some sort of huge, devastating spiritual attack. And for the sake of plot, I say he launches it directly at Momo. Okarun, noticing what's about to happen, instinctually rushes in without hesitating to block the attack and protect Momo as he always does. Only this time, he doesn't have Turbo Granny's powers to protect him. Okarun is hit by this huge attack, and Momo is left mortified in complete shock. Everyone is stunned, and Saint Germain takes this opportunity to get away. The group rushes in to check on Okarun, but to their horror and disbelief, Okarun is dead. Now hear me out. This isn't the first time that a main character has been faced with death before, my friends. Oh, no. Because all the way back in Chapter 15, that's right, the very beginning of this series, we witnessed the death of another popular character that we didn't even know at the time would become such an integral part of this series. You all know who I'm talking about. We witnessed Aira's death back in Chapter 15, after she had been swallowed by the Akrosuki yokai. But she was brought back to life thanks to Momo recharging her aura using Akrosuki's aura, like jumpstarting a dead car. Do you see where I'm going with this? That's right. Momo's gonna have to jumpstart Okarun by restarting his dying aura before he's lost from this world forever. But, one problem. Whose aura would they use to do the job? Akrosuki offered her aura to bring Aira back after regrettably causing her death in the first place. And then, of course, what followed. Also known as A Kinder World, Episode 7 of the anime. Regarded as probably one of the best anime episodes to ever exist. I'm not crying. You're crying. So who, may I ask, can provide the aura needed to bring Okarun back? Well, what better time to bring back everyone's favorite grumpy old Maneki Neko? That's right, Turbo Granny makes her grand re-entry. And unfortunately, I'm gonna have to hit pause right there. I'm sorry guys, this video is becoming way longer than I anticipated, and I really wanted to get something out for this week, so this is gonna become a 2-part video. But if you like what you see so far, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe, so you can be up to date on when I put up part 2 of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!